So I was a maker ever since I can remember. When I was a child, I never really thought of myself as an artist, but I was constantly making things. Mostly, I guess it was mixed media objects. I started out in college in interior design because it seemed like a legitimate sort of job prospect. One of the classes I took was a fibers class, and realized then that what I really wanted to do was explore art making, explore how to communicate visually, and I just gave in and started thinking of myself as an art maker. I think I was sort of innately drawn to the materials of the fiber world because of its familiarity to the viewer. I hope that that is a point of entry into my work. One piece that I finished recently was called Exuviate, and it's a tightly woven twined linen form with a netted form emerging out of the side of it. And exuviate means to shed, like shedding a skin. So when I'm making my work, it comes from a place of like an emotional, non-verbal place, and when people approach my work or see it or interpret it, I'm hoping that initially that's where how they'll experience it, with a sort of a visceral response rather than an intellectual one. I think being an artist, whether you're a writer or a dancer or a sculptor, is the most important thing. If a country goes to war, or if there's a famine, and people are trying to recover or find themselves again, the first thing that happens, the first thing they turn to is art. I love being an artist. I can't stop myself from making. I just interpret the world in that way. And for me, art is a language. It's a completely unique language, unlike any other. And the act of creation is utterly human and gives us our humanity. I'm Ann Coddington Rast, and I live in Champaign, Illinois, and I'm a fiber artist and sculptor.